Hey everyone, I just got done playing and beating Observer. Um, what my thoughts about it and all that is coming up right now. Be warned that there are spoilers in this review. Okay, so if you haven't played the game yet, I'm giving you a fair warning. Do not watch this until you played the game yourself. Okay, so forewarning, spoiler alert.
In the time of your life, live, so that in that good time there shall be no ugliness or death for yourself or for any life your life touches. Seek goodness everywhere, and when it is found, bring it out of its hiding place and let it be free and unashamed. Place in matter and in flesh the least of the values, for these are the things that hold death and must pass away. Discover in all things that which shines and is beyond corruption. Encourage virtue in whatever heart it may have been driven into secrecy and sorrow. Despise evil and ungodliness, but not men of ungodliness or evil. Please understand. Ignore the obvious, for it is unworthy of the clear eye and kindly heart. A clear eye and a kindly heart. In the time of your life, live, so that in that wondrous time you shall not add to the misery and sorrow of the world, but shall smile to the infinite delight and mystery of it. Mystery. Smile.
Rock fucking bottom.
Hello everyone, Dragon Souls here, and welcome to my new review of server system, whatever the hell that last name is. Um, I'm here to give you my full thoughts about this game, and no bullshitting, and no kissing the game's ass this time, or the developer's ass. All right, I have a lot to talk about with this one. Okay. So no, there won't be no video clips of what happened in the game and showing you everything not like I did before. This is going to be totally different. Okay. So what do I think about the game? Um, it is actually really fucking good. Really good. I mean, I really enjoyed this game. This game is like playing Batman. Okay, he has the night vision goggles. You can tap a button to turn the night vision goggles on. You know, that way you can see it and see where you're going when in dark places and stuff. Awesome. Um, uh, there there also a button where you can push it here and it has a different vision to where you can look at things, you know, and uh, and examine this and look for clues and stuff like that, you know. And you have the other vision where you can look at and see if you can find any blood or evidence and stuff like that. Stuff like that. It's all Batman stuff right there. Awesome. I loved it. Okay, I really did. You you had to hit the triangle button, and it has like looks like a thing on his arm. It pops up, you know, and it tells you. Don't have the game doesn't have no map at all. Okay, no maps at all. So it is kind of hard to figure out where to go and how where to go and which way you've been at. You know, kind of frustrating, kind of hard. You know, but the game actually makes you think. You know, use your head about where you want to go. Have you been there? Have you done that? And whatever, you know. It has puzzles in the game, but unlike other puzzles that first frustrated me and pissed me off, this one here actually was fun. Great fun, great puzzles. They actually have a game in the game called swords, knives and swords or something like that. It's about spiders. You walk around. It's kind of like playing Pac-Man. Okay, it's like playing Pac-Man. You go around, you collect the little yellow balls, you know, and in certain places where there's a knife, you know, it looks like a sword, you know, and you go to certain places. All of a sudden, there's a spider coming towards you, you know, and you go right toward you, aim right, go right, walking right towards you, know. Next thing you know, you kill it, you know. It has so many levels of that you can do, and the the higher you go on the levels, the more harder it gets. Pretty damn cool, pretty awesome. I didn't get a trophy for it, but I did. But there is a trophy for getting doing every single one of them. Okay. Um, there's a few trophies in the game I actually did get, you know, and as far as I know, there is no difficulty in the game. If there is, I didn't look it up, and I didn't even bother to put it on easy mode or normal mode. I had it on normal mode the whole time. Okay. Um, The game has some glitches in the game. It does have some glitches in the game. It does have some flaws in the game. Audio. I don't know if the audio was in my headphones or in the game or what, but I was hearing a lot of audio issues going on in the game. And um, the killer, actually looks. They actually made the killer look like Joker from Batman. Yes, they actually. If you've seen my video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, he goes around the hotel killing people, and you don't know why he's doing it, you know, and or anything like that, you know, and then all of a sudden at the beginning you get a call. You're talking to the girl, you know, to your girl that you're working for, you know, or working with, you know, and she's kind of be like your babysitter, you know, and she's a real nice person, you know. Voice acting is outstanding. Okay, the voice acting is outstanding, really great, outstanding, great job. The soundtrack is really outdone. I loved it, you know, I really do, and the graphics, the artwork, everything, it's all great. I loved it. They really did a good job on it. Okay, the way they did it, they done this game was really good. And it's kind of like a mystery solving. You know, you're a police officer with no weapons, no guns. You know, you're just walking around and investigating what's going on, who's done this, who's done that. You know, and then set up a crime scene if you can. You know, and this and that. You know, all that good stuff. If you love stuff like that, you're gonna love playing this game here. Trust me on that. It's kind of like a mystery horror game. And if you love horror mystery games and you love horror games mixed into one, you're gonna love this one here as well. Um, so basically, your character's son um, lies to you and tells you this and that. You know, you go up and you're trying to figure out where your son's at and trying to see if he's okay and see if you can rescue him. You know, and then you find him in his hotel room, dead, head chopped off completely, and your character flips out and it's like, no, it can't be. No, he's still alive. He's still alive. You know. Turns out he actually is still alive, but for some reason, his son and goes off and leaves it and goes off and makes it and goes off and goes into the net, you know, and and apparently his son goes off and has his son goes off and has Adam goes off and has the guy that's going around killing people. He's apparently controlling this guy, and he goes off and he tells him that he wants him to go around killing everyone who knows about the project that Adam is working on. Adam told him he wants him to go around killing everyone that knows about the project I'm working on that he works on. You know, and he said, I want you to make it good, and I want you to make it fast and quick. And so therefore he goes off and obeys and listens to what he says. And the guy, this killer, used to be a good person, and he used to be human. But after they did an experiment, after his son Adam did experiments on him, he turned him into a machine, and he turned him into a killer. And and therefore he goes off and apparently he went off and told him he to go out and go over to this certain place, to this certain room, and I want you to kill this certain person. I want you to make it quick and fast and quick. And therefore he went off and told him he wants him to chop his whole. He wants him to kill him as well. So therefore he chops his head off and everything, and he kills himself and everything, and then he goes off and has him to go around killing everyone, almost everyone that knows about his project, go off and kill them as well. And he was wondering why, what was going on with this. All you know, the killer wasn't supposed to go after your character. He wasn't supposed to go after him, but something triggered him to go off and go after his father and his dad anyway. So he goes after him, You go through all kinds of maze puzzles and everything, trying to figure out what the hell is going on, who's doing this, who's doing that, and all this kind of stuff. You have this big monster chasing you down, and if you don't run or hide, he will kill you, and you have to redo it, and then it puts it back where it last saved at and everything. This game is kind of like for you to run and hide, and you can't kill the enemy, the bad guy or enemy or anything. Huh? What does this remind you of? Hmm. Oh, I get it. Outlast 1 and Outlast 2, where you had to hide from the enemy. Yeah. If you play those games, you know what I'm talking about. This game is really fun. I want to say this right now. Now, we'll say this: the game does need a little bit of patching, because I don't know if it happened with everyone else, but to me, the game felt like it was kind of lagging and kind of freezing a little bit. You know, I don't know if it's supposed to be. I don't know if that's supposed to happen or what, but I don't know if there's how many endings there are in the game, but they tell you, he tells you when you find his son's head, his son talks to you and talks to your character and tells him, don't plug into the head. Go to the he tells him where to go to, and then he goes into that machine, which he does, and then he goes off and finds out later on he lied to him about everything. He finds out the truth about what's going on, who the real killer really is, and it's shocking. It just blew my mind about everything that's going on. If you're looking for a game that's weird or takes you beyond weird, makes a game that makes you that's crazy as shit. If you're looking for a good game that's like this game here, you're gonna want this game here. Okay. Now I think the game cost maybe $30 or $40. Actually, no, I take it back. The game cost me $40, I think, or 30. So in between 30 and 40, in between 30 and $40, something on there. Ain't bad, especially for a short game like this here, like the last one, like Aliens Fire Team Elite. That's a short game as well. Okay, this here is a short game, but it's a fun one. No side missions. It gives you an option mission that you can do if you want to do. You know, like um, optional is where the optional, like at the ending part where it says optional. You can go where where his son tells you to go to, or you can go ahead and plug it in, plug it in. You can plug it and you can plug it into the head, plug into the head, and then figure out what's really going on. I never did that. Okay, I never did. I'm kind of wishing I did, but I didn't. And I'm thinking if you do, that makes the game and takes you to where you can beat the game right there. You know. And I didn't want to sit here and end the game like that, just like that. You know. As far as I know, there's only 2 endings. You can choose to save his son, and if you save his son, then you're still alive, but he takes over your body. His son takes over his body, and then you're walking around with 2 people, with your character and his son, and it's weird like, okay, and you can still pick what you want to say once, okay. The second ending is where you refuse to help him out, and therefore, after you refuse to help him out, he kills you anyway. He kills you and takes you and take you and put you inside of a different machine, and then he goes off and goes in and put himself and takes over your body, and then he sits there and tells you this and that, and he'll say goodbye to him, and he'll walk away. The janitor comes in that you talk to in the game. He comes and talks to you and tells you and say he'll call you bad robot, because apparently his son put you in a robot. So he takes a plug and plugs it in. He plugs it into the machine, and when he does, the guy goes off and takes over his body. And then when he takes over his body, he chases after his son, gets him on the ground, and he beats the hell out of him. I think he killed his son for what he did, you know. But then after he beat the hell out of him, the cops sees him doing it, and then all of a sudden they shoot him in the chest, and then, therefore I think they both died. They both died because of that. So I don't know if there's a good ending or not, but to me, the first one was a good ending I got, and the second one was a bad ending. Um, so what do I give this game? What do I give this game? Overall, this game is a great game. Okay, I enjoyed it. I really did. I'm gonna give this game 2 thumbs up, 5 stars. And since there is a few um, glitches in the game and stuff like that, a little bit of problems with the game, with the audio and stuff like that. Especially with a little bit of lagging, and freezing a little bit. I'm gonna give this game an 8.75 out of 10. I was gonna go 9 out of 10, but with it being a little messy, and the little problems I had with it, um, and especially being short, um, that I had to give it that. Okay, an 8.75 out of 10. Thank you all for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you Monday for the premiere stream. And of course, if you're not done with that, I just got 2 words for you. Suck it!